Yeah, and bring it on, Gina. I'm gonna bring it on. I am gonna bring it on. For those who who come at you, who try to discourage you, um, who try to project certain things upon you. No, are you all feeling it? Are you all feeling like a very, very, very heavy like energy? Someone was writing it in the live stream in the wee hours of this morning that they felt a very terrible energy. And other people were saying it feels so heavy. It's like all around, like in the spiritual realm, all around. They're feeling this energy. Good morning. Um, I also read something about that word, good morning. They say, I always say greetings because good morning sounds like you're mourning. But anyhow, you all, there is a heavy, 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 heavy energy in, and it is affecting people. They're giving into the energy too. Um, they're giving into it. They're not being nice to other people, to put it kindly. They don't care what comes out of their mouth. They don't. If they can tear you to pieces with the words of their mouth, they're going to do it. They are. If they can send you downward spiraling, they're going to do it. You don't even have to know them. They can be total strangers. The energy is so heavy and it's so dark. My husband told me just a few minutes ago there's a series called Westworld or Westworld or something, and he said it's very dark. And like this one woman went out and this guy, you seem depressed, you need some medicine. All of a sudden, it is medicine, is that the cure for everything? Why are they projecting feelings of depression and sadness and crying? Why do people got to be the way that they are in this world with this energy? Because it literally is increasing. The things that come out of people's mouth, it's increasing. The hatred is increasing. The it's like, and it does. It's like it settles on people. It does, like a depression, like a sadness, like people are crying and things like that all of a sudden, and you don't even know why this thing is happening. All of it. And not to mention, you're drained of your energy. How come all around the world or all over the world, how come so many people are feeling the exact same symptoms? They're tired. They're completely drained. They feel like they could just fall asleep. They're very depressed. They cry. They have the aches and the pains. Um, it's just all this negative stuff is affecting their body, and not just their physical body, but like their spirit within them and their mindset. It's like there's this all powerful, penetrating frequency or force like coming at our human bodies, our biological bodies, and like going deeper within us on like a molecular level. Um, yeah, there's something going on, you're not imagining things when you say there is something, a very like dark presence, like a very dark heaviness in the air. You're not alone when you're seeing that and when you're sensing that. You're not. And for those of you who like to, well, they're gone now, I blocked them, who like to leave the comments on here telling me, Gina, you look depressed, you look sad, you look whatever. No, I'm not. Don't be projecting things like that on me. And for those on here who got on here and said, you just need to give up. You need to quit talking. You need to quit sharing. I'm not giving up. I'm not. It doesn't matter what you want me to do. I'm not giving in to your mindset. No, I'm not. If let me tell you something. If you all surround yourself with people like that who have nothing good to say except tear you down to pieces, you better get yourself away from people like that. People who have nothing but negative energy coming out of their mouth. Separate yourself from people like that, if at all possible. I know this is happening in families too. I've been reading lots of comments uh, that families are not being too kind to others. within the family. See, that's there is like a prophecy, a scripture on that. Um, what's it say? Mother will turn against daughter-in-law, will turn against daughter, will turn against mother, mother against a man's own enemy will be the members of his own family. That's what that said. And I'm thinking, there's so many striking verses that you could apply in everyday life, you all, but there. That's okay, you all. I'm not giving up, even though that was right on my face, you all. I am not. I'm not giving up, even though that phone was like right up there. I'm not doing it, you all. That's okay, you all. In earlier years, back in 2018 when that happened, when I would look like a certain, I thought, I can't even show that video because it had like a scene like that. No, I don't care no more. I don't. I don't, you all. That's okay, you all. Yeah, we got to laugh it off too. Just laugh it off. But yeah, you all. It's even happening with family structure. Um, and then there's like record numbers of depression. And I don't think it's just in the United States. I think it's all over the world. Um, and if we had access to all these doctors, the pain that people were coming in for, the different symptoms, especially like the stiffness of the necks right here in the back. Mine's a little on that side. It's still a little thing, but my knee feels better today. Both of them do. But there's something going on. People are not being nice. Their fuse is about like this, right here. They got a fuse, about 5 millimeter fuse, and they're going to go off. Your neck too. Yeah, this started happening. It's a nice, lovely breeze blowing you off. This started happening around a month or so ago. It did. All these things. That's right. It is best, you all. We got a blue sky. Yes, we do. And it did. I'm just going to admit, my fuse was a tad bit, was a, was a tad bit like that night. Because YouTube literally kept my video from showing up on my main YouTube page. And the only way it could be accessed was with the link. Yeah, I think it went on longer than 3 hours. It probably went on for 4 hours, deliberately doing it. There was something in that cloud, and that's why somebody said, Gina, you just need to give up. No, 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 I'm not. I'm not. If I am, let me tell you something right now. I enjoy doing what I'm doing, despite some of the stumbling blocks that are put in front of me. I really do, because I love people. I love interacting with people. Um, and there's people who don't love me interacting with people. And in fact, they don't have very nice things to think about me. They don't, but that's okay. I'm going to continue, you all. I am. That's right, I do. I love sharing. I love connecting. Um, so I just got to press on and tune them out. You all got to press on and tune out the negativity. If you can like compartmentalize your life, I would encourage you to do that while maintaining the balance within. I really would. Can you all hear me? Because yeah, just maintain that balance within you. Keep that peace as long as it is possible, as long as it depends on you. Be at peace with everyone. And I know sometimes it's hard. It is hard, really, because some people don't want peace. They want war. They want to fight. They want to fight. Yeah. Um, okay. Ah, you've been suffering with all these symptoms. Um, but the whole world hasn't been. The whole world is really like global. There's like more and more people who are having symptoms like that. Who are having symptoms like that, especially the neck stiffness. Last night, in one of my dream states, I ran into this being. This was an interdimensional being last night, and there was two of them, and I didn't want to have nothing to do with them because they were not malevolent. They weren't benevolent. They weren't good. And this one was trying to pretend that she was good. And I was saying something about my knee in my dream state. I said, can you fix it? And she shot something in my knee. But then I said, she goes, I guess I can. And then I was talking about my other one. She tricked me. She inserted a needle in my, she's talking about how, I forget how many millimeter needle, inserted it in my left knee. She'd had a tube running from that needle, and blue liquid was coming out of it, going into the man who was with her, and it was giving him a like a body, getting some of my life essence within him, because he was no longer like a translucent like being. Um, yeah, I noticed his skin tone, his teeth. I thought, oh my gosh, you're taking stuff out of my body, turning him into a human. And I jerked that out of me, and she disappeared. And he wanted a body. He did. He wanted a body to go do whatever and try to fool people. But then a a benevolent light came, a glowing light figure came and battled against that lady and defeated her. Stood there, two glowing forces like that. Um, yeah, two glowing forces, and defeated her. And I went after him. And I can't remember what happened. Yeah, but it is strange. She inserted something, and blue liquid came out of that tube and went into him. And I thought, you deceitful woman. It made me mad, because they were up to no good. Consciousness transference, but see, the liquid was in my left knee. Yeah, that's okay. T, it made you smile. Oh, you wasn't in the best mood. That's okay, T, honey, you smile. Laughter is the best medicine right there, as long as it comes from right there. So, yeah, there's people out here. There's an energy that's turning people into not nice people. It's not, I don't know if it's like frequency driven, although I know that the account of the UFO that was in Russia in September of 1977, when it appeared in the sky, people were awakened from their dream, from their sleep, with a feeling of impending like doom. They thought they were under attack when they saw it in the sky too. And it caused the frequency that was coming from it, whatever was coming, it caused feelings of depression. It gave people nightmares. And I forget what else it was. But this stuff is real. And that cloud that was in that sky last night, it was so spectacular. I've never seen nothing like it. And it was powerful. It was powerful, and it was moving. I think I should slow the video down and watch it really slow to see, because I think in the center core, like a great big like curve, like a great big massive round thing. I think it was like a mothership or something. Yeah, just another day in paradise. Oh, that's a song. It's a country song, but you all, are you feeling it? I got to get back to my subject. Hello there, Susan B. Yeah, that was awesome. It really was. Are you feeling it? Are you feeling that heaviness? It's like somebody in the live stream, when I caught it this morning, they felt a very, very dark energy on that live stream. I think that, I don't know if they were, it was sky lark, sky bird or something. They were sensing something. I'm thinking they were referring to someone in that chat had a very, very, very dark energy on them. And then other people were saying they felt a heaviness, but then a lot of people are feeling a heaviness in this right now in their own personal lives, and they're seeing things. You may be seeing things like popping out of nowhere, things that start going wrong, like things breaking down, like I don't know, material things, household things, cars and stuff. You may start seeing, or you may have been seeing, relationships being severely strained. Now, this is a given for like any time, but then this would be, I'm talking about magnified on a bigger scale. It's magnifying one thing right after the other, trying to test you and push you to your limits and see what you got on the inside of you. Are you strong enough? Is what it is, I think. Tested like gold in the fire, refined in the fire. That's what it is, being tested. And why is it like in some of these video games people play, you make it through one level, then you can go to the next level? Why do they have video games set up like that, you all? That's right. The energies are bubbling. That's a that's an interesting way um, to look at it. It is. Fire is fire. Um, so yeah, there's something there's something that's ongoing at this point with people. It's totally ongoing, and they're not their normal selves at all. They're not. It's like they've taken on a totally different mindset, and it's like they've been taken over by something, is what it seems like. And you may be noticing that. This is serious. You may be noticing that people have been taken over by something, and it's not in a good way, because the person you once knew is like they're gone. And you have to ask yourself, where did they go? What happened to them? Why did they change so suddenly? Um, and you yourself may be feeling a lot of you may become more sensitive, and you already are more sensitive to like the energy fields all around. Yeah. And there's a lot of people who have said, their sensitivities, like their sixth sense, their senses have kicked up, and they're noticing more things than they did before. Their awareness is raising within them. Video games are used to program, treat people. So is the media propaganda techniques, and I'm sure you all had classes on it in school. Propaganda. What is propaganda, and what are the forms of propaganda? It's been going on forever to, get the people to think a certain way, a certain mindset, and they can use a pro propaganda, a for a certain thing, and one for against, to constantly keep you clashing, to keep it going. You feel somebody feels targeted. Um, Greetings from Scotland. Um, you feel energy all around, standing up from your static energy from within. Heavy indeed. Yeah, electronics messing up. Isn't that interesting how it does mess up your electronics? You know, I wonder if, some people have been saying, well, let me see. What was that video I did? I did a video. Is something going to happen in 3 days? I think this is the 3 days have already passed. I don't know what happened, other than I saw that big ship up there. Other than that, I don't know what would have happened at all. Samir, the hairs of your arm are standing up because there's so much electricity in the air. Um, there's so much lightning above. And at the end of that video I did in the wee hours this morning, it was about dark matter. They think that they can trace the dark matter through the lightning strikes. They can trace it when the lightning strikes come down and they go straight. Um, it means that the electrons literally stripped something and left only a certain, I can't explain it scientifically, but that's what I was going to do the video on. And that's a big instrument. If they can produce the lightning, cause the lightning to come more. And they were talking about lightning coming up from the earth in a straight bolt. That's also like the presence of dark matter around, since they said it travels around 300 miles per hour and stuff. Um, oh, people's souls are being taken to the meta universe, and their body is being taken over by demons. Well, how are they taking their bodies? How are they being taken over to the metaverse if they're not over there and they have that thing on their head? I don't understand that. I really don't. And you would have to willingly, give your body up, your vessel. Do magnets, what's that mean? Do magnets affect people? Um, I don't understand that. Do magnets, there's people who their energy shatters glass tables, and they can't wear a wristwatch. Things malfunction, electrical things short out, light bulbs go out when they enter the room. There's people like that too. Um, you feel an electric snap in your head. Oh, wow, Susan. That's very interesting. And then you lay down. Sean Hartman, who's the live one um, that you're talking about? Yeah, we try to allow more moderate comments on here, to be a little bit more lenient, um, only to a certain degree. Yeah. That's right, a copy out there. Um, you feel so much emotions. You're an empath. You're empathic. You're very intuitive. Are you a water sign? Yeah. I think it's hard. It's hard for people to get motivated also with this energy, because it literally takes away your desire to even want to do anything, is what it does. Nikki, you're welcome. Thank you. Susan B., honey, you took care of something. That's great. Um, you all, that's funny. Kenneth meets Susan B. That's right. You meet our Susan B., honey. That's right. She's a warrior. That's exactly what she is. Yeah. Oh, Sarah, honey, it won't even it, it won't even let me hit the thumbs up in my own comment section at times. And I thought, you gotta be kidding. So, oh, that's fine. That's fine, you all. It is. Um, yeah. All you want to do is laugh at all the whatever. What are you laughing at, Danny? You laughing at the world? You laughing at us? Yeah. Somebody got themselves in trouble. Susan, honey, thank you for all you do. Really, I appreciate it. That's right. Yeah, she is cool. That's right. And I know it's hard to keep going, you all. When you look around at this world and you you see people behaving the way yes, behaving the way that they are behaving, it's hard. Um, Scorpio moon person, I don't know what a Scorpio moon person is. Um, yeah, thank you. A lot of work goes into this home. It has since 2004. It's a lot of upkeep, but I don't mind. And I have to. That's why we keep going till the nighttime. Um, it is, Ray Mary. It's hard. You struggled some lately. Not gonna lie. I've struggled too. I really have. And I know that when you get on here, the energy can flow through the airways too. It can. And it can take a lot out of you. Good morning. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, don't ever, ever, ever give up, you all. It is a lot of the stuff that's happening in the world is meant to break us. And if they can't break us mentally, then I think they try to go after your body and cause your body pain to cause you to not be able to keep your spirits, keep yourself in high spirits and keep your vibration high. Someone said, what are you talking about, vibration? I don't know what vibration means. You're trying to keep your vibration high. Is this some of that new age stuff? No, it's just another term for spirit, your spirit. Okay? You don't want a depressed spirit. If your spirit is, you want your spirit to be uplifted. You want to have good spirits, high spirits within you. You want to have a high vibration. You want to have peace within your spirit. You want to have balanced. Yeah, people also have been nitpicking with words, just words. They'll pick you apart too. You ever notice picked apart by people lately more so than before? It's like you can't do anything right. And you can just be yourself. And you don't even have to do anything wrong. And then somebody comes and attacks you just because they feel like it on a whim. That's right. We are positive that, thank you, Avilda. Avidia, I can't really see it that right. Um, yeah. Um, um, you're not, yeah, people do nitpick at times. But this energy that is heavy, you all, we can't shake it, and it's affecting people all around the world. And but there is hope because you can look around and you can see people who are fighting back against the energy. They're pushing back against it with all that they got because they're determined. Okay, they are determined to keep it going. They want to keep their life going. They want to be able to have that peace within. You've got to push back against all that negativeness, you do. All the negative energy, all the drain, even when your body's hurting, you want to push back so that your spirit does not go into a downward spiral to where it's got you like in a prison within your being. You don't want to have to be put in that. You push back against it. Even with me, with my legs, when they were hurting really bad, I thought, no, I'm not. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep going. Will it be a lot harder if my body's in pain? Yeah, it'll be a lot harder, but I'm still going to keep going. I'm going to push through the pain. And you can push through that pain of sadness and that depression And even when somebody attacks you, push right through it. Just push it right back like that, because it's really them, and it has nothing to do with you, but they're projecting it on you. Push right back against it, you are. You don't have to accept it, because what they say about you and what you hear other people, the meanness, the hatefulness, it doesn't define who you are on the inside whatsoever. It doesn't. You know who you are on the inside, and you know you're not like that. You just remind yourself right now, whenever that happens to you, just remember those words. What they say, what they do is not who you are, even if they say that's who you are. If it's negative, no, that's not who you are. You're a loving person. You're a peaceful person. You're a kind person, and you don't have to stoop down to their level, because they're low vibration. They're a low energy, and they want your energy to join them. They want it. They want to bring you low with them. You don't have to give in to that. Just remember, push back. Even though it's hard, you will push back against the negative energy, even if your body's in pain. Don't let it affect you in here and up here, to where you're just like sad and you're depressed and you don't want to do nothing. Find something to do. Push right back against it, because you don't have to accept it. Okay, you don't. You don't have to accept what other people say. You don't have to let that energy, when you see people being mean to other people, you don't have to accept. Don't let it get on you. You don't have to let it. You don't at all. Um, you're going to therapy for your neck and shoulder. Um, well, I think it takes a long time. It's been going on, a little over a month, but I guess with time, it will get better. And really, you have to ask yourself, how did that happen? How did people wake up all of a sudden one night? They wake up in the morning, and their neck is hurting, as if they pulled something in it, or somebody pulled something in their dream state. Yeah. Um, Turmeric. Yeah. Neck and shoulders. That right there, the neck and shoulder, is one of the most major complaints, the symptoms that people are feeling, and it's that neck and shoulder. Kind of remind me, head and shoulder, knees and toes, knees and toes. You like that? Yeah. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose, head and shoulder, knees and toes, knees and toes. Yeah. Uh, do I think our bodies are hurting because of weather change? Not necessarily the weather. I think it could be something more than the weather, but the weather does play a role. Not everybody got arthritis. All of a sudden they don't. Yeah, that's right. You remember it. Last night, this barometric pressure was down there on the 28 mark. When it was like around, I don't know, it was like right down there from when that cloud showed up. But that was late at night, and it was like 90 degrees. Yeah, that's right, you will. And have you found yourself, are you feeling this, that when someone is, you can feel that depressing energy, that negative energy on them, and you try to build them up if you're physically around them, when you try to build them up, that it's not working like it used to. When you want to encourage someone, it's not working like it used to. Yeah, that's right, Susan, honey, and the UV rays too. Yeah, so you got to be careful also when you notice that you're being drained on the inside, because you're having to put forth more effort, and you're finding out that it's causing your body, your spirit, your mental, emotional draining, and you got to recuperate. You all take time and recuperate. Limit your time is what I want to say. Limit your time around people like that. Even though you may be an encourager, you've got to take care of yourself too. You do, so you can get your energy back. Yeah. So, oh, you're sitting in the sunshine. It's like that song, I'm walking on sunshine. And And don't it feel good? I'm walking on sunshine. Oh yeah, that's all I know of it. That's it. Turn off your house's Wi-Fi and use it only in an emergency. You know what I've been noticing? Now that you mentioned something about this right here, you will. The Amazon and the Walmarts and other stores, I think it's in other stores, they are now, this is strange, they have these miniature evaporative coolers. They're like, you put the water in them and you can recharge them, and they last for like 8 hours, and they literally, they're advertising them as they cool you off. They can cool your room, but they only have like an 8 hour thing, but they're rechargeable. And I'm thinking, why is that all coming out? Because if you live in this, if you live in a hot area, when we lived in Texas, I lived in San Angelo, Texas, and we had rented this house, and it had an evaporative cooler. Well, I had just had my daughter, and that house got up to 90 some odd degrees. And I remember calling the landlord to have him fix it, and he just wouldn't come out. We had a miniature air conditioner try to block off the room to try to keep the baby warm, cold, but it was clogged with debris. But when they fixed that and unclogged it, it started cooling the house down. Now they got these rechargeable evaporative coolers, and I thought, is the power going to go out? Is it? Because if you have something that's rechargeable and you have a solar panel that can recharge that rechargeable thing and the sun is out, that would be a very good thing to have, something like that. My mother actually bought one. When I went over there the other day, she has it beside her bed. She says because to turn the air on, it freezes her husband, but if she just has that blowing on her, it cools her off, and she said it works really, really good. Um, so that's what I'm wondering. I mean, it would be something good to have on the side, because they said it, once it's charged, it just runs for 8 hours, and it cools you. It can. I saw this woman in the Sam's Club yesterday. She was one of the checkout people. When you walk through, you had to show your receipt. She had this box hanging around her neck right here. It's like this, about like that. It had like vents on it. I said, "What is that?" There goes my ear right now. A frequency going straight in this ear. It's very high pitched. It's still going, it's getting low. She said it's an air conditioning thing. It's like a miniature evaporative cooler. She plugs it in and charges it or something. Somehow it keeps her neck, she has it around her neck, it keeps her cool. And she got it at Walmart. I think she paid it wasn't very much money at all. So, no, no, it doesn't freeze her husband. Her husband gets cold because they would turn the air conditioner up at night, and it's too cold for him. But she gets hot, but so she doesn't turn it up high anymore. She has that little thing, and it cools her off. It keeps her cool all night long, is what I meant. It doesn't freeze her. It keeps her really cool. Yeah. So that would be good to have you all, but really, just try to keep your vibration high, and push back against any negativeness that comes your way. Even if it comes right at you out of nowhere, you start feeling depressed and stuff, fight back against it. Make it leave, is what I've got to say. Don't accept it. It's hard. It's really hard, because I think energy knows your intentions, knows whether you're serious or not. It does. Hello, everyone. You can't get anything completed you need done, and it's like everything becomes overwhelming. Yes, there's a lot of people who feel that way too. And I've got projects that I haven't completed. I go from one to another, and because I don't want to feel overwhelmed. Now, yesterday, I had a big project, and it was overwhelming when I looked at the mess I made in order to do some what would I do? What would you describe it? Just like a tad bit of a remodeling, rearranging stuff in the upstairs area where I do my live streaming. It's something I wanted to be doing, but I thought I got to get this done before my live videos. And it was overwhelming, but I did it. I just didn't stop. It was so hot outside, but I've got projects in the basement still. I want to organize all of my sockets in my tool cabinet because I love tools. I love them. But yeah, it's okay. You just do what you can do, and it'll still be there. Just don't allow yourself to get overwhelmed. You don't have to. You don't. It will be all right. It won't go nowhere. It won't. Good day. You want to build a greenhouse. It was a lot of work. It was, and I was in better shape back then, last year. But it is from recycled windows. Oh, somebody got them. Susan, honey, you are fast. Boom, Susan, you're so good. That's right. You are fast. Yeah. I don't know why you keep connecting with your past. Hello. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's all right. Yeah, it is. Um, yeah, YouTube did something. Um, you don't have any rain. Oh, well, that would be great if they did that. Good morning. Oh, it's just about time for me to hop off of here, you all. I got to get started with my day, and I wasn't going to do a video walking on the porch this morning since I did one around 4 something this morning, but I thought, no, I'm going to do a video. I am. Yeah, thank you. Um, uh, have I heard of the ark? Some like the Noah's Ark, like those big old ships and stuff, people building the arks. That's all I've heard of it. I've not researched it or anything like that. I haven't. Yeah. How quiet it has got. Um, well, you all, I am going to go. I am. That's okay. You ride that exercise bike. That's right. If that brings you peace and that gets your energy going, you go ahead and ride it. Susan, honey, you're so welcome. And thank you all for being on here, you all. And just keep going. Even though that energy is very heavy, and even though that you see people lashing out and stuff, and you're drained and all of that, just keep pushing back against it. And don't let what other people think about you or say about you settle within you, because they don't define who you are. Okay, you don't live your life to please them. You don't. I don't live my life to please them either. So yeah, y'all, we can do it. We can make it. We will make it. It'll be hard, but we're going to make it. We are, because we're not going to give up. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, you all. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning. Thank you, Susan, honey. Love you.